traveled to the Netherlands. It was before jets. And Aramco had their own plane. And I was in the tail of that plane with Donna. She was the baby. She was nine or 10 months old. And I thought, oh my goodness, what am I doing? We were over the ocean. And I looked out the window and I thought, oh my God. They put us up in a big hotel because they didn't have our home ready. The company that hired my husband, put us up in a hotel for a few months. And all the kids came down with measles or chicken pox, one of those things. So I had to get a doctor and a nurse. We went over there from 1956 until 1960. We were there 4 years. And what they do, that company, is you have to go home after 4 years. You can't stay there. So we had to come home, and then we went to Chicago. They let me get a driving license. And women don't drive in that country. Now they're beginning to, but that's a long time ago. I was there from 1976 until 1980. And Don got an old Buick full of dust. And I said to myself, if things get bad, I'm putting George in that car and the dog, and I'm going to find Don, and we're going to go north. And so they all said to me, Lorraine, you know what's up there? That's Iran. I wasn't going to go anywhere. But I was prepared. I got my license because I didn't want to be. It was a camp, 5,000 Americans in this camp. With a gate. Oh, you can't go out. And then the men all went to work every day, and then I helped work with the school buses, and I helped accompany children to their school so they were safe. So that was an interesting thing. I did that for 4 years, and it was 120 degrees sometimes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a very hot place. That's where the oil comes from.
Yep.
He was so much older than the others, I can tell you one true story. Don was always traveling. He was gone somewhere, and I was there with the kids. And we were living in the Netherlands, and David was 4 years older than Doug. And he was always in control, and, calm, the way he is now, kind of in control. And, one night, it's supper time, and there's all this racket going on and fighting and everything. And I said, if you don't stop yelling and hollering, I'm going to leave. And they all started to cry. So then they stopped, and then they started fighting again. So I had to go. I had to pretend. So I went out the door, and he says, you could stop crying because it's snowing, and she forgot her boots. It made everybody laugh at me. So that was a good... That's David. Douglas, when we first got to Castillo of Wassenaar, which is where we had to live for a while, that castle, the guy up at the head desk, he called me on the phone, and Doug was only 5 or 6. He says, Mrs. McGowan, you better get up here and take care of your son. He's ordering Coca-Colas for everybody. And he had a whole bunch of his classmates there at a desk in the dining room of the hotel, and he ordered everybody had a Coca-Cola. Just so much younger. Oh yeah. When we were living in Saudi Arabia, he had a bike, only like ninth grade. So he would be 14. Yeah. Well, he disappeared. And I was looking for him, and he came back. Well, he and a whole bunch of boys got on a boat where the men were building a causeway on the Persian Gulf. And he can tell you more about that because they were kind of scared. They might have taken them away somewhere we'd never seen them again. Well, I gave him the dickens when he got back. When we won, in 1945, when we won the Second World War, because all the boys had to go to war, high school kids, and our principal, I always kept thought about this. My whole high school class, the boys wanted to go because the brother went, and the principal of the school said, please, finish high school. Don't quit in the middle and go. And I thought that was a wonderful thing for him to say, because the war was over in 1945 in June, the European War. Of course, the Japanese War lasted another year. But it meant all those boys who were 17 and 18 were quitting school, and the principal didn't want them to. So I thought that, to me, that was an important moment. And I joined the Cadet Nurse Corps, and so when I went to nursing school, that meant if I stayed 4 years, I'd have to be in the Army nursing school, Nurse Corps, and thank God I left, because I would have gone right to Korea. Oh, thank goodness I did. But my father said, well, I made the right decision, so that was good. Keep your mouth closed and look around and see what's going on. Learn to see how they do things. And you can't follow everything that they do. You have to sort of adapt it to yourself.
Now I've just found joy. I'm as happy as a baby boy with another brand new choo-choo toy. When I met my sweet Lorraine, a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them, you realize why I love my sweet Lorraine. Now when it's raining, I don't miss the sun, because she's in my baby's smile. Oh, oh. And to think that I'm the lucky one that will lead her down the aisle. Oh, each night I pray that no one will steal her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry sweet Lorraine. Now I've just found joy, boy. I'm as happy as a baby boy. Ba-do-do-de-do-do, with another brand new choo-choo toy. When I met my sweet Lorraine, a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them, you realize why I love my sweet Lorraine. Now, when it's raining, I don't miss the sun, because it's in my baby's smile. Oh, and to think that I'm the lucky one that will lead her down the aisle. Oh, each night I pray that no one will steal her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry sweet Lorraine. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.